How's everyone doing?
Great.
Good. All right. Thank you so much for joining Newport Children's Theater for our final performance of James and the Giant Peach. We are very excited to give you this show. It's going to be an entertaining, good time. A few things to go over, please.
No sneeze.
I think one of our actors may have just died. Please take a moment to turn off your cell phones. Unwrap any hard candies because, of course, we're in such a confined space that will be such a distraction. No, but seriously, try to keep the noise down. There are bathrooms. There will be a 15-minute intermission, and the bathrooms are in the skating rink over there. So it's that building next to the parking lot. You go in, take a right inside the building, look. It's a labyrinth of sorts, but you'll find them. Pee in the toilets. Oh, God. That's been a long day. Sorry. All right. Exits. There are emergency exits all around you, so in case of an emergency, leave. My name is Matthew. I'm the director, and it's just been an awesome time with these kids. They're really putting in some hard work. Very pleased and excited to see their final performance of James and the Giant Peach. Here it is.
Don't be ridiculous. It's gaining on us. Hurry!
Oh, I don't think you're going to make it, Mr. Trotter.
Neither do I. Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Trotter.
Goodbye, Mr. Trotter.
I am sorry to start this story with such a terrible event as a mother and father being swallowed up by an escaped rhinoceros, but I just had to tell you, it's because of this event that the story happened.
You see, life was really great for our hero, James, until this happened to his parents. He was sent away to live with his two aunts, Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker. I'm sorry to point out, but I must that they were both really horrible people. They were selfish, lazy, and cruel.
They lived in a ramshackle house on the top of a high hill in the south of England. The hill was so high that from anywhere in the garden, James could look down and see for miles and miles across a marvelous landscape.
But then there came a day when something rather peculiar happened to him. It started on a blazing hot day in the middle of summer.
Good day, Auntie Sponge. Ugh, what's good about it, you disgusting little beast? Your parents self should get eaten by a rhinoceros, leaving us to bring up their little brat, and you call it a good day? It's a bad day, a revolting day. Becker, look what the cat picked up.
Oh, a cat! We haven't got a cat! Oh, it's you little toad.
Hello, Auntie Spiker.
Shut your face. Speak when you're spoken to. And what's this?
My teddy?
Well, you won't need that. No teddies, no toys, no treats from now on. Get to chopping the wood. Now! Oh, and James?
Yes, Auntie Spiker.
No one loves you.
I look and smell, I do declare, lovely as a rose. Just feast your eyes upon my face, observe my shapely nose. Behold my heavenly silky locks, and if I take off both my socks, you'll see my dainty toes.
But don't forget, my dear old Sponge, how much your tummy shows. Why, Sponge, you're red. Go soak your head, my sweet, you cannot win. Behold my gorgeous curvy shape, my teeth, my charming grin. Oh, beauteous me, how I adore my radiant looks, and please ignore the pimple on my chin.
My dear old trout, to the world I'll shout, you're only bones and skin. Such loveliness as I possess can only truly shine in Hollywood, I do declare. But wouldn't that be fine? I'll capture all the nation's hearts, so give me all the leading parts and the stars will resign.
Well, I think you'd make, without mistake, a lovely Frankenstein. What's the matter with you?
Auntie Spiker, I feel out immediately and get on with your work, you disgusting little beast.
Auntie Sponge and Auntie Spiker, won't we all please, just for once, go down to the seaside on the bus? It isn't far, and I feel so hot and awful and lonely.
Why, you lazy, good-for-nothing brute.
Beat him!
Oh, I certainly will. I shall beat you later on in the day when I don't feel so hot. Now get out of my sight, you disgusting little worm, and give me some peace.
Come closer to me, my dear. Come closer to me, and I will show you something wonderful. You see this? You know what it isn't? You know what this is, my dear? You know what is in this little bag? Take a look, my dear. Listen to them. Listen to them move. There's more power, magic, and good music than all the rest of the world put together. But what are they? Where do they come from? Ha! You never guessed that. Crocodile tongues. 1,000 long, slimy crocodile tongues boiled up in the skull of a dead witch for 20 days and nights, along with the eyeballs of a lizard, and the fingers of a young monkey, the gizzard of a pig, the beak of a green parrot, the juice of a porcupine, and 3 spoonfuls of sugar. Stew for another week, and let the moon do the rest. Here, you take them. They're yours. And now, all you've got to do is this. Take a large jug full of water and pour all the little green things into it. Then, very slowly, one by one, pluck 10 hairs from your own head and drop them in. That sets them off. Pretty soon, the water will begin to froth and bubble furiously. When this happens, my dear, you must quickly drink it all down, the whole jug full in one gulp. In minutes, you'll feel them boiling and churning in your stomach. And steam will start coming out of your mouth. Immediately after that, marvelous things will come to happen to you. Fabulous, unbelievable things. And you'll never even miss a ball again in your life. Because you are miserable, aren't you? You needn't tell me. I know all about it. Now quickly, off you go. Do exactly as I say. Don't let those little green things there get away from you. Because if they do, they'll be working their magic upon somebody else instead of upon you. Whoever they first meet, be it bug, insect, animal, or tree, is who will get the full power of the magic. Now, quickly, off you go. Hurry up. Now's the time. Hurry. Oh, no. What am I going to do? They're burrowing into the ground. I can't seem to get them. I can't get them. They're gone. They're all gone. Where have they gone to? There's nothing down there but the roots of the old peach tree and a whole bunch of centipedes and earthworms and other types of insects.
Get up at once, you lazy little beast. Get back over there immediately and finish chopping up those logs.
Why don't we just lower the boy down to the well in a bucket and leave him there for the night? That ought to teach him not to laze around like that all day.
That's a very good idea, my dear Sponge. But let's make him finish chopping up the wood first. Now be off with you at once, you disgusting little beast, and do some work. Sponge, come here once and look at this.
And what?
A peach, right up there in the highest branch.
You're teasing me, Spiker. You're making my mouth water on purpose when there's nothing to put in it. Why that tree's never had a blossom, let alone a peach?
Well, there's one on it now, Sponge. You look for yourself.
Very funny, ha ha. Good gracious me. There really is a peach up there. Hey, you! Get over here at once and climb this tree. There's a peach up there in the highest branch. Can't you see it?
Yes, Auntie Sponge. I can see it.
And don't you dare eat any of it yourself. Your Aunt Spiker and I are going to have it between us right now. Up you go.
Stop! Hold everything. Look. Look, Sponge, look.
What's the matter with you?
It's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger.
Who it is?
The peach, of course.
That's perfectly ridiculous. That's impossible. That... Great Scott. That thing really is growing.
Great Caesar's ghost. I can actually see the thing bulging and swelling before my very eyes. rise!
Ever gonna stop growing?
Get away from that tree trunk, you stupid boy. The slightest shake and it will fall off and break.
Stand back. The branch is bending right down, but it's not breaking.
Hallelujah! What a peach!
Terrifico. Magnifico, splendifico, and what a meal. See here, Spiker. It's right. This is perfect. Let's go get a shovel and grab a big hunk of it for us to eat.
No, not yet.
But I want to eat some.
My dear Sponge, there's a pile of money to be made out of this if we can only just handle it right. You wait and see. Ah! Ah! Roll up, only 10 cents to see the giant peach.
Half price for children under 2 weeks old.
One at a time, please. Don't push, you're all gonna get in. Hey you, get back there. You haven't paid yet.
It'll cost double to bring in a camera.
We don't care.
Aren't you glad we put bars in James's window?
That disgusting little beast would only get in our way if we just let him wander about.
Can you believe that he complained just because he hadn't seen any children for years and years?
What a nerve. Here we are, just about to become millionaires, and the only thing he can think of is himself.
Everyone's gone home. Maybe we should close up for the night.
Maybe you're right, Sponge. We'll get the brat to clean up the mess out here.
He'll probably want something to eat because he hadn't had anything all day.
Oh, well, he'd better not ask. Because we're too busy to make food, we have to count our money. We'd better go and make sure the worm isn't asleep. Creep! Brat! Wake up, twerp! We have something for you to do immediately!
Gee, sure is dark out here tonight. And I don't even hear a sound. Strangely quiet. Boy, am I hungry. I should be more considerate of my aunts, though. Aunt Spiker says that all I do is think about myself. And maybe she's right. Gee, it's kind of creepy. Then again, everything seems so different. The whole place seems to be alive with magic. Peach is soft and furry, kind of like the skin of a baby mouse. What's this? What? There's a hole in the side. It's quite a large hole. Something an animal about the size of a fox might be. It's not just a hole. It's a tunnel. It's damp and murky in there, and the walls are wet and sticky. It tastes like peach juice dripping from the ceiling. Delicious. Oh. What's that light?
Why, look who's here.
We've been waiting for you.
I'm hungry.
I'm just famished.
So am I.
Everyone's hungry. We need food.
Aren't you hungry?
What's the matter with you? You look positively ill.
He looks as though he's going to faint any second.
Oh my goodness, the poor thing. I do believe he thinks it's him we're wanting to eat.
What did it
never.
just your days?
Oh, you mustn't be frightened. We wouldn't dream of doing such a thing. You're one of us now, didn't you know? You're part of the crew. We're all in the same boat.
We've been waiting for you all day long, you see. And we thought you were never, ever going to turn up. I'm glad you made it, though.
So cheer up, my boy, cheer up. In the meantime, I'd wish you'd come over here and give me a hand with these foods. It takes me hours to get them off all by myself.
Well, you have a lot of boots.
I have a lot of legs and a lot of feet. 100 to be exact. I'm a centipede, you know.
There he goes again. He simply cannot stop telling lies about his legs. He's only got 42. The trouble is no one bothers to count them. And there's nothing marvelous, you know, Centipede, about having a lot of legs.
Poor earthworm. He's blind, you know. He can't see how splendid I look.
In my opinion, the real marvelous thing about having no legs at all is being able to walk just the same.
You call that walking? You're a slitherer. That's all you do. You just slither along.
I glide.
You are a slimy beast.
I am not a slimy beast. I'm a beautiful and much-loved creature. Skinny garden you lichens. As for you,
I am a pest.
He's so proud of that. So for the life of me, I can't understand why. Oh, pardon me. My name is Ladybug.
I'm the only pest in this room. There's kind of old green grasshopper over here, but he's too old to be a pest anymore.
Young fella, I am Grasshopper, who is rather old, but I am no pest, you see. I am a musician.
Well said, old green grasshopper. In case you haven't guessed by now, my name is Spider.
James. Your name is James, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, James, have ever in your life seen such a marvelous, colossal centipede as me?
I certainly haven't. How on earth did you get like that?
Very peculiar. Very, very peculiar indeed. You see, I was messing about in the garden under the old peach tree, and suddenly this little green thing came wriggling past my nose.
Oh, but I didn't know what that was.
It happens to me too. And me. Suddenly there are little green things everywhere. The soil was full of them. I actually swallowed one.
So did I.
I swallowed 3. But who's telling the story anyway? Don't interrupt.
Not now, Centipede. Why don't you go to the top and get started?
What's going on?
In case you don't know it, we are about to depart from the top of this ghastly hill we've been living on for so long. We are about to roll away inside this great big, beautiful peach to land to land of.
What?
Oh, never you mind. Nothing could be worse than this desolate hilltop and those 2 repulsive monsters.
Here, here.
Now, you may not have noticed it quite just yet, but the whole entire garden, even before it reaches the steep edge of the hill, happens to be on a very steep slope. Therefore, the only thing that has been stopping the peach from rolling away right from the very beginning is the thick stem attaching it to the tree. Break the stem, and off we go.
I've done it! We're off! The journey begins.
And who knows where it will end if you have anything to do with it. It can only mean trouble.
Oh, nonsense. We're about to go visit the most wonderful places and see the most marvelous things. Aren't I right, Centipede?
There's no knowing what we shall see. We may see a creature with 49 heads who lives in the desolate snow, and whenever he catches a cold which he dreads, he has 49 noses to blow.
We may see a dragon, and nobody knows that we won't see a unicorn there. We may see a terrible monster with toes growing out of the tufts of his hair.
We may see a sweet little baby bright hands, so playful, so kind and well bred, and such beautiful eyes you destroy them and they explode and fall off your head.
But who cares?
Who cares?
Let us go.
Let's go.
From this horrible hill.
Here, here.
Let us roll.
Roll.
Let us bowl.
Bowl.
Let us plunge.
Plunge.
Let's go rolling and bowling and spinning until we're away from old Spiker and Sponge.
Hooray!
Why would you get up so early, Spiker? It's still dark outside.
Well, if an early bird catches the worm, then 2 early ons will catch the suckers.
I don't get it. What?
Money.
We're out here to make money, Sponge.
Get it? Make money. M-O-N-E-E. Money. We're gonna make a fortune today. Just look at all those people coming up the hill.
I wonder what became of that poor little boy last night. Never did come back.
He probably fell down in the dark and broke his leg.
Or maybe his neck.
Oh, just wait till I get my hands on him. He'll never want to stay out all night again by the time I've been through with him. Good gracious me. What is that awful noise?
Spiker, the fence is breaking!
Oh, are you ill, Sponge? Oh, are you? Are you? You must be. Oh, no! It can't be!
Out of my way, Spiker!
Shove off, Sponge! Me first!
I'm the pretty
Oh,
one!
Mother loved me best!
I don't care!
Oh, this was my idea!
Which means you get to die!
No, it doesn't! You never helped! Oh! No! 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 Let's have some light.
Yes, some light. Give us some light, glowworm!
Glowworm? I never met a glowworm in here.
It's because he's always sleeping. The lazy beast. Although, now that you mention his name, he doesn't look like much of a worm, does he?
I am not a worm. I'm not a he either. I'm simply a lady firefly without wings.
Big deal, big deal. Come on, give us some more light.
I'm trying. Trying. There.
Some great
I shall never be the same again.
Nor I. It's taken years off my life.
But my dear friends, don't you see? We are there.
Where? Where is there?
I don't know, but it's bound to be somewhere good.
We're probably at the bottom of a coal mine.
Or perhaps we are in the middle of a beautiful country filled with songs and music.
Or maybe we're down by the seaside with lots of other children on the sand for me to play with.
Pardon me, but am I wrong in thinking that we seem to be bobbing up and down?
Bobbing? Up and down? What on earth do you mean?
It's probably because you're still busy from the journey. Is everybody ready now to go upstairs and take a look around?
Yeah.
I refuse to show myself out of doors in my bare feet. I have swimming boots on first.
For heaven's sakes, let's not go through all that nonsense again.
Why don't we all lend Centipede a hand and get it over with? Come on.
While you're doing that, always matter. Help get us out. Okay, we're done.
Here we go, boys. The promised land.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
But this is impossible.
I told you we were bobbing up and down.
We're in the middle of the sea.
But where are the fields? Where are the woods?
Where is England?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation.
Awkward. We are finished. I may be blind, but that much I can see quite clearly.
Off with my boots. Cannot swim with my boots on.
I cannot swim at all.
Nor can I.
Nor I.
But you won't have to swim. We're floating beautifully. And sooner or later, a ship is bound to come along and pick us up.
Are you sure we're not sinking?
Of course I'm sure. Come and look for yourself.
The boy is right. We are floating beautifully. Now, all we must do is sit down and keep perfectly calm, for everything shall be all right in the end. Oh.
What absolute nonsense! Nothing's all right in the end, and you well know it!
Poor Earthworm. He loves to make everything into a disaster. He hates to be happy.
If this peach is not going to sink, we're not going to drown, then every one of us is going to starve to death instead.
By golly, he's right. For once in his life, he's right.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. We shall get thinner and thinner and thirsty and thirstier. Oh, I'm dying already. First, I'd rather drown.
But you must be blind.
How cool! Know very well that I'm blind. No need to rub it in.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. But can't you see that?
How can I see if I'm blind?
Can't you realize that we have enough food here for weeks and weeks?
Where?
Why, the peach, of course. Our entire ship is made of food.
Jumping to holes in that. I never thought of that.
My dear James, I don't know what we do without you. You are so clever.
You can't eat the peach. It's the only thing keeping us up.
We shall starve if we don't.
We shall drown if we do.
Oh dear, now we're even worse off than before.
But you can eat all you want. It would take us weeks and weeks to make any sort of dent in this enormous peach. Surely you can surmise that.
Good heavens, he's right again.
An excellent idea, James.
What are you looking so worried for, Earthworm? What's the problem?
The problem is that there is no problem.
Cheer up, Earthworm. Come and eat.
Delicious.
Yes, Fat.
Oh my. James, this is even better than those tiny little green flies that live on rose bushes.
Flies are never as good as this.
What a flavor. It's terrific. There has never been, and I should know because I personally tasted all the finest foods in the world. Grasshopper. eating fresh mud burgers by the greatest cooks there are, and scrambled dregs and stink bugs, eggs and hornets stewed in tar, and tails of snails and lizard tails and beetles by the jar. A beetle is improved with just a splash of vinegar. I'm mad for crispy waffles on a piece of buttered toast, and pickled spines of porcupines, and then a gorgeous roast of dragon's flesh, well hung, not fresh. It costs a pound at most, and comes to you in barrels if you order it by post. For dinner on my birthday, shall I tell you what I chose? Hot noodles made from poodles on a slice of garden hose, and a rather smelly jelly made of armadillo's toes. The jelly is delicious, but you have to hold your nose. Now comes, I do declare, the burden of my speech. These foods are rare, beyond compare, some are right out of reach. But there's no doubt I'd go without a million plates of each. For one small mite, one tiny bite of this fantastic peach.
Beautiful centipede.
Look at those thin black things flying through the water over there.
There are two of them.
There are lots of them.
What are they? Probably some kind of fish that have come along to say hello.
They're sharks. I'll bet you anything you like that they're sharks and they've come to us up.
What absolute rot.
I just know they're sharks. I am just positive they're sharks.
Ahem. Just assuming that they are sharks, there still can't be possibly any explanation if we stay up here.
Well,
Is there?
they're swimming towards us.
Five, 6, 7, 8.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Mama shark, do 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 do, mama shark, do 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 do, mama shark, do 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 do, mama shark. Papa shark, do do do, Papa shark, do do, Papa shark, do do, Papa shark. Grandma shark, do Grandma shark, do Grandma shark, do Grandma shark. Grandpa shark, do Grandma shark, do Grandma shark, do Grandma shark. For a swim, do for a swim, do for a swim, do for a swim. Saw a peach, saw a peach, saw a peach, saw a peach. Shark attack, shark attack, shark attack, shark attack.
Go, go!